Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. Just going to get set up here. I hope everybody's having a or warm, depending on where you're at in the world. And then let me just load up this one last page, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to quite often for tidbits. So listen to this conversation, and interesting conversation for sure.
About what? Okay. What did she get officer? No, she was right there. Okay. From Arvada? Yeah. Did she leave any contact information? No, she said she was going to bring back some posters to put up on her walls. Okay. So, are you able to pull video, or is that something somebody else has to do? Surveillance, video surveillance? No, Robin has to do that. Robin? When does she work? Okay. Okay. Can I leave a flash drive? We're looking for, I'll write it down on my business card here. From that woman and her 2 kids? We are. So we need video surveillance from midnight on 8/10 to now. No, she comes in here all the time. I've seen her. She does? A million times. Yeah, we've seen her for maybe not that many times. But. Hence why we need video. So it has that on the back of it. So if you would not mind passing that along to her, asking her to download all of that, and then just call the PD, and any officer, doesn't have to be me. Let's do this number here. You're the one here with that lady the other day? Yeah, that would be me. Did they ever tell you about that gal that did the good job? Big Bill? That could have been somebody else. Okay, yeah, that might have been somebody else. We had a guy that had this video that was fake. And he tried to tell us it wasn't. He said he tried to tell us it was from ATM. I said, you'll get $50 from ATM. I want to know what ATM does after $50 bills ever. 20s after 20s after 20s. I've seen one that did 10s one time. And I think that's the one in Frederick that does it. Never seen a 50. I've never seen a $50 bill. Oh, I swear. So if you wouldn't mind handing that off to her, having her record that, and like I said, just call the PD. Any officer that's on, come pick that up. That would be awesome. Lady came in, it was a friend of hers. That's what I was in Denver today, and she showed us some pictures of her and her kids, and she asked us if we'd seen her. I said, she looks familiar. She's been in here a couple times. I know she has been. Yeah. What about the kiddos? I've never seen her. Recall the kiddos. No, just her. Just her. Do you remember the last time was that she came in? Her friend was telling us that she got home about 1:30 in the morning, and then he got up to go to work about 4:30, and he kissed her goodnight, and he hasn't seen her since. That everything was left behind. All the medication, the kids were allergic, have allergies, and all the medications. Oh, really? She don't have none of that stuff. Her billfold, all that stuff was still at the house, and that's what she was just telling us. Wow. Yeah. She said that she got home, kissed her husband goodnight, went to bed. It's like 1:30. And then when he got up for work, he gave her a kiss goodbye, and that's the last time we seen her heard from her, is what she told us. Okay. Did she say about what time that was? 4 o'clock. Yeah, when he went to work, 4:30. Last time she's heard from him. Okay. The lady that came in. What did she look like? She said she was from the Denver area. Arvada.
Was she from
Did she say Arvada? Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right.
I asked her if she could bring in some flyers.
Yep.
So we can get them. What's the other here? It's 04-591-0459.
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely. Definitely is. Well, obviously, I mean, I think it goes without saying, if you see or hear anything, other details, just give us a call.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. And she was from right over here.
Yep. Yep. So hopefully, that's always the goal for sure. Hopefully the video will help us get somewhere.
I swear, I don't know. I thought I seen her in here earlier. Then my daughter said that when that somebody said that when her husband left to go to work, he mentioned something about hope the kids are all right. But never said nothing about her.
When he left to go to work, so when he told her goodbye, he said, "Hope the kids are all right."
Well, not when he left to go to work.
No, that's what was saying on on Facebook. She was reading what was being said on Facebook.
Oh.
And it said something to the fact that I hope the kids are right. Didn't say anything about the wife at all.
And that was on his Facebook?
On Facebook, period.
Oh, gotcha.
From the statement that he made or whatever. But he just put, I hope the kids are right. He didn't say anything about his wife.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that's what he said.
I know Facebook is one of those good, bad, ugly kind of things.
Yeah.
So all gets put out there. All right.
Well, hopefully it's put out there next year.
Hopefully.
Sometimes it does come out to be a safe thing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it reaches.
I got that picture of that girl down there.
That girl from Dakota, no, we tore it down because she was found.
Oh, she was found.
Yeah.
Alive.
That's Dakota, right? That's what I was told. They told us to go ahead and take it down because she was found. She was found.
I don't know a lot about Dakota stuff.
Yeah, some of them, there was a little girl missing. Not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She was found safely.
Yep. That is fact. All right. I appreciate y'all's help. Thank you so much.
All right, so that was just a short little interview. And if you're supporting Shanann Watts, throw up that like sign. I sincerely appreciate the support, and I know she does as well. Did any of you do anything fun for the weekend? I can tell you that I attended a festival and volunteered over the weekend. And it was quite eventful. I will share some of that with you guys soon. We won't have enough time to go through this entirely. Wow. If there's even anything on here. You know how sometimes they do test runs on rooms, which, by the way, I did a download, and that's what the last one was, actually. Okay, so it looks like we will be able to get through this whole one then.
I just want to do a follow-up interview, mainly with your son. We talked real briefly at the house. Yeah. Okay. I just urge you, when I ask him questions, that just don't try to answer for him at all, or anything like that, and then you just answer the best of your ability. If you don't know, don't worry about it. Okay. So what's your name? Nicholas. Nicholas. Do you have an ID? I do. Okay, so you go ahead, Nicholas or Nick or Nick? Nick? Okay. So just walk me through your version of everything from the first time you guys went to the house.
When we went to the house, we went up to the door and knocked on it. It didn't work. Then we entered the code that we knew to open the door. And then the float lock was shut, so we couldn't open the door all the way. We shouted Shanann through the crack of the door a few times, and there was no response, so we closed it and we went back. Then we pulled Mom's car up to the garage door so that we could, so I could stand out to see her car was on the inside of it.
Okay.
And then once we saw that, we went back to the door, opened it again, and then through the small crack, we showed Shanann a few times.
Okay.
And then we called Chris, and Chris said that she was friends.
Did he say that to you, or
Or said that to me.
and did you hear that, or is that just something that
She was on speaker.
Okay.
I heard it.
Okay. Okay.
And then after that, we called Mom called one of her friends and told them what was going on. And then they called Chris, and Chris told them that she was, I don't remember where she said she was, but he told her something completely different than what he told her.
Okay, you don't remember what
I
that
don't
was?
remember exactly what it was.
And who was that friend?
It was Cassie.
Is that right?
I think I talked to Addie, or it was this one between Shanann's mom, what he told Shanann, what he told Cassie, and what he told, I believe, Addie.
Okay. And everybody, he told different things, and then about 40 minutes of doing stuff around the house, well, not around the house, trying to get into the house. I figured while she's in there and she's unconscious, because their alarm's gone off before when I was dog sitting, and it's a loud alarm, so I lifted up the garage door so to trigger it, and it triggered, and then was disarmed.
Okay. Oh, so you lifted the garage door purposely to trigger the alarm?
Yes.
Okay.
I lifted it up purposely because I figured if she's asleep and couldn't hear us through the door, the alarm would definitely wake her up.
Okay.
And then that didn't work, so then me and Mom, Chris called us and said to leave the house alone, and also asked us to not call the cops or kick the door open or anything.
You said that over the phone?
Yes.
You heard that yourself?
Yes.
Okay. He called back and said that?
Yeah, he did. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, he did. And then after that, we proceeded. We told him that we weren't there because we didn't want, because we didn't know what was going on, so we told him we weren't there. And we got in the car and went to the doctor's office we asked if they could tell us if she was there, if she didn't show up. And Mom went in and Mom came out and told me that she didn't show up. Okay. And then, so we drove back to the house, knocked on the door again and opened it and shouted Shanann and their names to see if they were there. Called Chris, and he said he was already on his way by this time. Okay. And this was about an hour ago, give or take. And he said he was still an hour out. So then we decided to call the police. Okay. And then your officer arrived and went around and did everything I did, which is try
2 times and then closed the door. He's never responded. And about 45 minutes later, so it took Chris about 2 hours and a half to get there. From the first call, okay, it takes him about 30, 45 minutes from his work to get there, okay? And then, sorry, when he showed up, he opened the door, he went through the garage and opened her car door for us to, like, the police officer and everybody, we all looked at it. And then he instantly ripped it inside the house, ran around the entire house inside and everything, and then opened the front door and let us all in. Okay, so Officer Conrad didn't go in with him at that point? No, because he said we have a right to report him, and he can't legally go inside the house unless he had permission, because there was no signs of a fight or disturbance for him to be let into the home. Okay. And then once he came around and opened the front door for us, Chris said he could come in, and then they all went. They searched the main floor. No, they went. Okay, everybody went. They went upstairs, and Chris was about 10 feet ahead of everybody, and I followed them upstairs. And then when I came upstairs, I figured something was up and something wasn't right, so I instantly went over to the couch and started moving pillows, and I found Shanann's phone on the pillows. Okay, and what drove to the couch? It's the first thing that I thought of. I had something that was missing, and I figured I'd hide it or something, so I was going to go to the couch, and I was going to go into the bed, and I was going to go look in CC bells, remember everything. Okay. And the couch was just the closest thing. So you found it under the pillows, you said? Yeah, it was under the pillows, so on the couch. Okay. Do me a favor. Charlie, I know what it looks like. I just want you to draw the couch for me, and then how it would be situated in the room. You don't have to be an artist, but just look it up here. So I'll do like a overhead view. So here's there. That's the centerpiece, and this is the L couch. Okay. And then here's where their TV and setup and everything would be. Sure. The stairs would be here.
Go back outside after.
This would be Cece's room, I think it is. Okay. And then this would be Bella's room. And I came up the stairs from here, and the phone was right here underneath the Bella's. Okay. That are all set up on the couch. So is this laying underneath the pillow, or like in between 2 pillows, or it had about maybe 3 or 4 pillows like laying flat? So they were pushed in position back up to where like normally be, like they would normally be. Okay. And I moved them in bed because I started just moving them in about once I moved these ones, which there's about 2, then I got to maybe around here. Mm-hmm. So maybe I put it into the couch, and then I saw it at the corner of the phone, and I reached out from under the pillow and grabbed it. Okay. Was it face down or face up? It was face up. Face up. Okay. Okay. If you don't know, that's okay. I don't know. Okay.
Can I add something? Sure. The whole weekend, she had one of those little things on the phone. I don't know if it's still on there, but
a battery pack?
No, it was like a clutch, so she could wear it on her wrist. Normally she has one of these on it.
Oh, okay.
And it broke or whatever, so she had one so that like when she held it to take pictures or she dropped it, she broke her phone.
Broke her phone,
And I don't remember that being on it when we got it to her phone.
It wasn't on it. It was taken off. Okay. What do you call that? A clutch? Like a lanyard?
Kind of, yeah.
And then after I pulled the phone out and looked at it, and then said I found her phone, and Chris said thanks, and I remember Chris put his hand out and said thanks because he wanted me to give it to him. Okay. And I remember handing it to the officer, and the officer couldn't do anything with it, so he handed it to Chris. 4 of us accidentally beat in it, and then, he tried, I think it was the baby's, birthday. Due date. And, then it opened. And
You tried that?
he did that and it opened.
And did he know that? Did he figure it out, or did somebody tell him?
It was Kathy and Tom that tried the baby's birthday.
So he was messaging her.
No, we were all on speaker. I had her mom on speaker, Kathy was on speaker.
When you're going through the house?
Yeah, because they were telling me that she was told look for stuff that I may not have thought of.
Okay.
And then, after that, they started going through the phone, and, I didn't want to go through anything else, because if they were somewhere in the house, I didn't want to go through stuff in front of Chris.
Sure.
So I went to the basement, and I went through pretty much, I looked under the beds, I opened, they had like a pantry, I opened that, I don't know why, but I opened the freezers, and I just opened everything down there that I could have thought of.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't find anything, so I went back upstairs to the main floor, and I looked around, and there was nothing. And they all came downstairs, and then I went upstairs, and pretty much I looked in all the closets, the rooms, under the beds, the restrooms, pretty much everything.
You didn't see anything?
Yeah.
Did you go in your bedroom?
I did.
Okay. See anything in there at all?
The bed was stripped, which added, because I babysat the kids, I have dogs sat for them, everything, and that bed I've never seen not have stuff on it. It's always had
Okay.
sheets on it. And they've always kept their room in pretty good shape, and the sheets have never been on the floor, the pillows were never on the floor, and when I walked in there, the pillows were on the floor, the sheets were, the comforter was thrown into the corner, along with another top thin sheet, but the elastic band thing you put on that one I did. Yeah, that one I couldn't see your behind. And
Do you know what the sheets look like?
I think they were white and blue striped.
Okay.
The things. And then after that I walked downstairs and walked out of the house, and was out by the car for a little bit, and the neighbor came out through his front door and looked at me, and he said he has a camera that sees everything in their drive through. If we'd like to come look at it, and I said yeah. So I went over there and looked at the video footage, and then we saw Chris's truck back up to the garage to where you couldn't see the back of the truck. And
Let me back up real quick. How did his neighbor become aware?
oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Sure.
And when the officer arrived, we were both in the backyard. I was following the officer around, just trying to help him, because if he found a way to get into the house, I was going to obviously want to go into to go to the front door and let mom in. And the neighbor saw us in the backyard looking around, and he asked if it was okay. I said Shanann. And I asked him if he'd seen her, and he said no, which is strange. And then that's how he realized it happened.
Okay.
And then he said, I don't remember what the conversation was, but we in essence told him what was going to happen. I told him what was happening. And then he said, oh, okay. And then we all pretty much went back to the front of the house and waited for this. And then after going through and searching everything, then he told me that he has a camera that sees everything. So I believe it was me and the officer went into the house and went into the neighbor's house and watched the footage, because at that point I was really curious and wanted to know what the hell was happening. Because, then we watched the footage, and Chris saw us go in there, so then Chris followed us in, and as we were watching it, we saw his truck back up, and he was, you could tell he was ferrying something back and forth to his truck. He kept going like this and getting in front of the view of the TV mom walked in and watched it, and I went outside with Madison, that baby. And then after that, you showed up, and then that was I went back in and looked at the funeral times, and then then I went to the neighborhood and me and told me to go inside and see, like, look carefully for anything that's like been cleaned or any like red spots or anything in case something did happen. So I went inside and looked around, and that's when I came back out to you and said that I thought I saw that like plant. Yeah, right on the plant. Yeah. And
Sorry.
then after that, I believe you and the officer went in with Chris and looked around for a little bit, and then I believe after that it's a little blurred. I think after that you came out and said that you guys will investigate, and then me, mom, and Madison, put Madison in her car seat, and we all got in the car and left. And then Sandy's mom, not Sandy's mom, Shannon's mom, Sandy, yeah, called Nikki and asked for Nikki to go back and give the neighbor friend's phone number, okay, which we then drove back and did. And then after she did that, she came back to the car, and we all got in the car and we left and went home. And we, okay. Okay, very good. That's good detail. I appreciate that. Did it seem like Chris? Did it seem like to you, or you didn't have prior knowledge, either one of you at this point, that he knew that camera was there? Yeah. Before that day. So he was very well aware of the camera? Yeah.
I didn't know, I had no idea the camera was there.
He willingly admitted that the camera was there too, if he knew it was there, because he said to the guy that he would estimate a lot to look at the footage to see if somebody was trying to break into his truck. Prior to that, yeah, okay. So he knew the camera was there. Okay. Some of this, a lot of the stuff I already know, I just need you to say it. You probably didn't just say it, because I'm sure you are. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, very good. So that's a good recount of what happened, but keeps me from asking a lot of questions. Can you do me a favor and just sign and date that for me?
I always do that because they don't teach us the signature. Yeah. They had to teach us how to write like a signature, because I'm like, no, you don't. That means write a signature.
What's the name? 20th, I believe. Yeah, 20th. Yeah, that's right. Just want to make sure I mess that up. Yeah, that's good. And then just write the name above that. Great. Okay, and then you said this is the phone, right? Yeah, the phone was about from here to here. And what is this? That's where it was about a foot into it where I found the phone. This is the phone? Yeah, over around this area. Right in that area, about a foot in. Okay, I'm just gonna write on here that is the phone. You get that? Yeah, put your initial right up there. Just put your initials right there, that's the phone. Sorry. That's okay. Good. Okay, great. That's good to know. And what did the lanyard look like?
It was just like a black strap, like yours, but black.
Like this?
Like that, yeah, and then it was like, I don't know if it hooked into like where that front thing was or what.
On that, I heard case it had, it's designed to have, it had, holes around the corners. Oh, so you can strap it, so you can put straps through it if you need to. Okay. Okay, do you have any questions for me? You know anything?
No, I didn't know if you needed, I called and left a message for, which we were the CDI that I talked to. I have an app on my phone called Power 360, so that, like, I can show it to you.
Yeah.
It tells you exactly, like, when I rent a house, what points I go to, so like, it has us taking off in Arizona, and the top speed of the airplane, we were taking off, and then we landed in Denver, and then we leaving the guy in and driving to our house, I don't know if that has a timeline.
I think we've got that on film when you left, when you got her off, absolutely, but, and it just, then it shows when you came back to the house the next day and all that?
Yep, it shows you go to the doctor's office, everything.
Okay, absolutely, then, is there any way you can download that, how does that work?
I took screenshots of it, so I can send it to you.
I kept bothering her and saying, Mother, you have something that affects you of where you went on 10 days.
Okay, if you could email those to me, I know you probably have the card on you, know, just,
Okay.
you don't have to do it right now, but if you, tonight,
Okay.
whenever it's convenient for you, if you can just email me all those screenshots.
Okay.
And then we can pretty much have that timeline down, but that like confirms it, and especially with the doctor and everything, so, can't hurt. So, I should kind of put together a very detailed timeline of everything, so.
And my name, I got married July 4th, and we knew we were going on this trip, and I didn't want to deal with the whole,
Yeah, no, I get it.
so, my name is, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Not to confuse
No,
whatever.
don't worry about that, so, that's fine. Okay. What's it called, you said, 360?
Life 360.
Life 360?
Yeah.
It's like a breadcrumb tracking, basically.
Kinda, we do it because my husband has a hard time telling me it's work, and I worry that he gets in a car
Yeah, I
accident,
get
so
that, okay.
he set it up to where it pings when I get to work, and my husband gets to work, or when we're leaving, so
Yeah,
then he knows.
yeah.
I'm playing with it.
So then he knows, they're on their way home, I need to stop doing whatever I'm doing.
I'm starting to catch on to what I guess there's so many parameters.
Email me screenshots. Okay.
So, I know you know we're all watching the news and whatever to find out stuff or whatever to figure out.
Yeah, Gigi, that's just never really been a medication of choice for me personally.
What's going on? There definitely is going to be a trial and all that, right? And I'm sure we'll all have to testify.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
And he is really trying to say that Shanann killed the girl.
That's his story.
So, I mean, autopsy's gonna show that, won't that, like timeline of when?
I can't speak to anything about the autopsy at all.
Well, no, I know, but that should.
Autopsies don't necessarily give you a timeline. They give you cause of manner, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, kids,
Something else. Done a lot of research on it.
Yeah, so, and obviously we won't have those results for quite some time. You know, the reports, and those always take a little while. The doctors, they literally dissect the information that they got, obtained right before they report on it. Get as positive or as close to positive as they can. Things will come out in the wash. It's always, people always,
And what do we, I mean, I know it's just a waiting game now, but is there anything we can do for the police department to make it sense?
Oh, I mean, you just got to slowly look at it, so. I can tell you personally, I knew something was really wrong when I went out there and started off Shanann, which is why he called me. And it's just a matter of you have to do certain things and check off certain things.
Right.
Do anything, And you're right in there that there was.
I mean, I did too, I just didn't want to think the worst.
Yeah, and then we go through the same thing. We think you know, they do the same thing, and it's just like, well, maybe she could have done this, or, you know, maybe this could have happened, you know, she just got these news, so did she take off just to mess with his head, or, you know what I mean? We have to check off all that. So that night, that's why we had to, weren't sure, or did she go out in the field, or we're looking at murder suicide, you know? People have done crazy things, and so we put a drone in here that night to check all the fields in the area, we had, you know, the canvas out. And I knew then that night that, I already made the decision that if she has not returned by morning, even if we had nothing else than what we got from the house, we were gonna initiate a full-blown investigation.
Right.
Which is what I did, and we are, so that's all it took, yeah, because just, it's too long, too much too long.
Right.
So, he's a hard one to read.
He was, I mean, he was always like friendly, but oddly friendly, if that makes sense.
Flat line.
Yeah. I mean, he played with the girls and he laughed and giggled with them, like, I mean, you've seen videos, he wasn't like he was an amazing father, and he was, I mean, but I don't know what happened behind closed doors, I mean.
I don't either, that part of it, I don't know, we may never know the details of that.
Right.
Or even what happened. You know, that's all details.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly did. That's my job. So. I still have friends that are still helping with certain things. So if you calls from them, whatever, follow up, and they're still in, obviously. So it's a huge investigation for one detective. So I'll let you do it on. Okay.
And we're not talking to the media. I did do the one waiting her to come home, and when I did one yesterday, which was stupid. I thought they were actually going to do what I asked them to, which was just say, like, ask for a home check. Yeah. Go check on his income. Yeah. And they didn't. So, yeah. There's no mistakes, right?
That's why we don't talk to them.
Well, I get that now. We're persistent though. Like, if they're in a line with more harassing.
Yeah, if you tell them stop calling me and they continue to do it, then just don't have a conversation with them at that point. If they continue to bug you, then start calling. You know Firestone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just call Firestone PD and tell them so these guys will not stop harassing me, and they can call them. Usually they'll back off pretty quick to that level. They don't want that. So.
What about, like, and I know that this was probably irrelevant and it's not really important, but what about the people on the conspiracy theories and all that?
Yeah, I can tell you I've got thousands of those. You know, like what people think, how it happened, how it went all down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
How involved I was, or wasn't involved, or.
Oh, yeah, we know. Definitely. So anybody that says anything like that, just ignore it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, how to live your life, but the further you stay away from media or social media regarding this, the happier you're going to be. Just stay.
I mean, I'm not responding to any of them.
Good.
I'm not whatever, but I'm just.
Even reading them, I can tell you it's not good.
Yeah.
I don't read any of that. My wife has told me that there's some articles that said that I've said some things, but I don't talk to the media, so I know all that.
I mean, on the way here, I got an email from somebody that posted something, some article, and they were apologizing because they're like, now that we know more of the facts, this wasn't what we misquoted, and they had retracted it. My issue was on, what was it, Friday night? Some of the pictures they were posting was my daughter and Bella, not Bella and Kiki. Like, I know that's a silly thing, but
That's
my daughter was being,
yes, people don't care. Yeah, that's
and I called them and said, can you please take that picture off of your news article, because that is not Bella and Kiki, that is Bella and my daughter.
What's channel of that?
It was Fox 59, and then, I don't know, was it Channel 7? Yeah, and they took it down, but I was just like, that's not okay. Like, you're using pictures of people you don't even know anything about.
It's a really hard way to learn the lack of integrity, in my opinion, of the media that you're seeing firsthand. So that's why I think most of it is okay. Yeah. Well, good, glad you know now. So, all right, again, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun.
This whole recording seemed to be a little bit off. Or maybe there were bits and pieces clipped out or something. I don't know. Hard to say. Okay. What is after 159-S85? Oh, you piece of shit. Seriously. Quit fucking around. Damn stupid technology sometimes. Don't nobody bitch about how I'm talking and bitching and slapping my keyboard either. I don't want to hear it. Crying out loud. Stupid thing. For frick's sakes. Just piss me right off. Minu, alright. No, t'arrête. J'ai dit arrête. Merci. Please don't tell me that this is all like... I know, right? Shay. Seriously. Sometimes I get super irritated and I'm just like, "Row!" Well, that was useless. Alright. Let's get rid of some of this. We only have about 15 more minutes left, folks. I don't even know how much we'll be able to squeeze into this time frame here. And what's after S63? Security footage. It worked though. Yeah. Let's see if we can't fly through this. I don't think there's very much in this file, I remember. Anybody have any amazing plans coming up for your winter? I mean, your summer ending? Any fall plans? Please do share. There's Chris Watts' truck. And pause for you so you can see. I believe this is Chris Watts' work truck. Minu, arrête de pleurer. No. Come here. I'm going to pet you and hold you. You can sit with me. You can sit with me. Because I love you. We are fine. My cat's talking more than we are, guys. I don't know what time it is where everybody is, but I have already had a long day, 5 a.m., up early, going strong, going hard. It sounds like it's out of a book, going to an empty beach and enjoying this fall. Minou veut l'attention, I know. C'est ça que je fais. Je lui frotte. He's rubbing his face on my hand and I'm petting him. And he's purring. Only plans I have for end of summer is to start working out again. Well, that's awesome. I try to stay active regularly to not only show to my doctors in this town, but anybody else who might think, for crying out loud, that I'm joking about the amount of pain I deal with chronically, that I make an effort regardless, that I'm active and people see me walking around town and they see me actively, doing things. So despite being in pain, right? I sure had a good time at the festival that I was just at. I took a menu picture of a poutine truck, you guys. I know that we've talked about this before. And some of you in the US don't know what a poutine was. So I took a menu shot, like a nice close-up so you can pause and zoom in and read it. But yeah, she looked like she had some pretty amazing stuff. I didn't buy one because I was too busy with volunteering, but they sure looked good. Next year, I will. If this file's too big, guys, we're going to have to hold off on it because we've only got about 5 minutes left, okay? Yeah, this one's an hour. So next live show, we'll do the interview with Ronnie Watts. So if anybody hasn't seen that interview yet, stay tuned for that. Here's the picture. There. So if anybody hasn't seen the interview with Ronnie Watts, we'll be doing that one Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time right here. Hello, David Hardinge. First time I'm seeing my favorite lady live. But where's your pretty face? You know what? If you want to see more of my pretty face, you'll have to head over to my TikTok page and enjoy my funny, sassy side. Hello, L-Dog. Hi, Norma. Canning jars of salsa? Oh my gosh, that sounds so yummy, Yvette. Hello, Heather S. Now you make me want to have salsa. Salsa is good with anything. Like you can have salsa on eggs, salsa on, potatoes, salsa on chips, salsa on just a sandwich or a wrap or a taco. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many uses for salsa. Hello, Garfield. Welcome. So nice of you guys to the new people to come and say hi. If you're first time at my channel here, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you guys come back and we interact. Everybody's welcome. This is a really good platform where you're welcome to speak your mind, and without getting attacked. Homemade is the best, I bet. I don't even think I've ever had homemade salsa, Yvette. I don't even think. I just buy it because it's that good. But yeah, salsa is amazing. Adds a little flavor. Hello, Dundee Granny. I appreciate the thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate the support. It's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. My cute little corny saying. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. We have a lot of fun hanging out here. We have a lot of great conversations. This particular case has gripped many of us around the world and brought us together on the same platform, because so many of us had our hearts fallen in for this case after seeing Chris Watts begging for his wife and children. Who wouldn't have been concerned? And I mean, who wouldn't have searched, right? And that's what we did. And we've all kind of found each other in the process. And now we follow a bunch of different cases and we have a lot of great conversations and everybody's welcome. So the more the merrier. Salsa, Yvette. Love it, Gigi. Love it. You already have a young lady. That's great. That is fantastic. I'm very happy for you. This is certainly not a dating scene site platform. It's your mom makes the best. Uh-oh, L-Dog's bringing some competition. We're going to have a salsa off, right? A cook-off, the salsa off. You guys are the best, though. I sincerely appreciate all the amazing conversations, the chuckles, the emojis, the smileys, the dance ladies, the flowers, all the hearts. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Anybody have any last minute thoughts they'd like to add in before we cap it off for the night? Hello, Sergeant Kobe. Haven't seen you in a while. So nice of you to come and say hello. Yum, right? I would totally go to a salsa cook-off. That would be amazing. All right, folks, if we don't have any last minute thoughts to share, all I want to say is I love y'all. And I'm so happy that we're all coming together here on the platform. We all get along. We all sort of have cordial, respect for each other. I love it. It's great. It's inclusive, it's diverse, it's amazing. All right. And you can't get it anywhere else but here, right? We are the realists. I love you guys. And I will definitely see you guys back here on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. And if you want to check out my funny, sassy, stunning side, check out my TikTok page. We sure have a lot of fun all over the place, though. If you're interested in following or checking out any of my platforms, just hit up the About You page. You'll find all the information and links right there. I love you guys. I'll see you guys again soon for another true story with me, Sherry Wiens. If you enjoyed this, hit that like. Much love, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.